The Amargosa Opera House and Hotel, built at the junction of California State Routes 127 and 190, just a few miles from the Death Valley National Monument and 92 miles west of Las Vegas. On the National Register of Historic Places, it is what is left of the company town that was constructed by the Pacific Coast Borax Mining Company in 1923 to 1925 and used to house employees and mine supervisors. At the northeast end is the Opera House itself. Originally a meeting hall, church, and funeral parlor for the miners, now decorated with the marvelous artwork of Marta Beckett, who found it abandoned in 1967 and has been here ever since. Marta's artwork took years to complete and adorns the walls and ceilings of the old meeting hall, and even looks beautiful under infrared photography. Marta's artwork also adorns the lobby of the hotel, and some of it is so realistic you can't tell they are paintings until you're right up close to it.
Our journey took us down to the long hallway to room 15, one of the rooms used by the Ghost Adventure film crew. We were amazed that the headboards on the Valance filmed in the episode are not real, but are part of Marta's work.
We also were surprised that the inside doors to other adjoining rooms were permanently secured, which perplexed the Ghost Adventures crew when they would not open. Did they not read the posted signs before filming? All in all, room 15 is quite small. The only space for the surveillance DVR was on the floor. We laced the room with EMF detectors and had just enough space for one static camcorder and 3 wireless cams to be situated to avoid infrared crossfire. As typical in older hotels, the quantity of electrical outlets was a challenge. At the end of the hallway, behind this attached mirror, lies the unrestored area of the hotel, historically used as the dormitory facilities for the miners and of which the current management has nicknamed Spooky Hollow, due to the reported paranormal activity. The management was most gracious in allowing us to spend time in here alone. But keep in mind that if that offer is extended to you, gratuities are accepted to keep this wonderful project ongoing and alive for future investigations.
Spook me. It's called Spooky Hole for nothing.
Yeah, well, no, we didn't get spooked. In fact, the only thing we encountered in Spooky Hollow was one single orb, which moved so quickly that we didn't even have bragging rights to it until we verified that it had been captured on video when viewed on a larger screen. It did record and is at the end of this video. The only other thing that we thought we had experienced was when a strange odor woke me up at about 4 a.m. A smell of incense.
A very odd smell.
What smell?
Nothing's going on. It smells kind of like incense, very light.
At the time of lights out, one of the infrared nanny cams had an infrared LED malfunction, and basically the IR quit. The cam would still record, but the IR only projected a few inches, and I did not notice that it was out. Malfunctions are not unusual for these low cameras once they have a lot of hours on them. The second nanny cam works efficiently through the night, while the remaining Wi-Fi cam was set up in the bathroom. We thought our stay produced no activity until several days later when I reviewed the surveillance footage. During the time when I had awakened to the odd odor, something had passed close to the lens of the cam with the infrared malfunction. It had to have passed within a few inches to have been illuminated by the failing infrared, or was itself bioluminescent. Some insects, such as fireflies, are bioluminescent, but none are desert dwellers, and if this was a small insect passing close to the lens, then this one scooting across the room from one side to the other had to be huge, perhaps 2 to 3 inches in length. I can say that we saw no insects on our room at any time, and a bug of 2 to 3 inches in length would be hard to be missed by anyone, asleep or not. Anyway, you be the judge as to whether these fit the profiles of flying insects or not. Watch the doorknob as the static camera tries to refocus on something that the automatic depth finder is detecting, but which cannot be seen by the infrared. Once adjusted, it stays out of focus until I get up to check the equipment, and then it refocuses on my movement. The only paranormal activity we witnessed while on site was a moving orb spotted inside Spooky Hollow during our daytime pass-through. There is no electricity inside this area of the hotel, so there is no artificial lighting, nor was the camcorder equipped with external lighting, and you can tell from the color spectrum that the infrared was off, so this was not a reflection of any kind. Furthermore, I saw this minor orb with my naked eyes, and although faint, I judged it to be about the size of a quarter as it disappeared into the flooring. This shows that orbs can be seen without equipment and reduced but natural lighting. What threw us off during this investigation was that not one of the EMF detectors in the room signaled the presence of the light anomalies passing nearby. On the flip side, during other investigations, the EMF detectors have been active and almost seem like they respond to our presence while no visible anomalies are recorded. This would imply that the two phenomena might not be as interlaced as is thought.